and gentlemen, they're 598 kilos. Come on, you blood. Everything right about those steers. Right for them at 1600, 1600, 1580, well, 1550, 1550.
1450.
About 1450, mate. How about 1450?
2,800 cattle in the annual steer sale at Ballarat on Friday. Graham Nicholson joins me. Graham, wonderful yarding of cattle, but your producers have been well rewarded here today.
Absolutely. Murray, like when I came to the yards this morning, I was slightly pessimistic as to where the cattle would go, who would be here to buy them. The country is getting drier and drier, and the cattle are just starting to slip a little bit, and I think we got out of it extremely well.
Yeah, the dynamics of this market have changed over the last 2 to 3 weeks compared to, say, early in February, where, demand was a little bit patchy. Today you had 5 or 6 genuine buyers, volume buyers operating on every pen of cattle from pen 1 to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And what was very pleasing was the 3 or 4 big exporters, the big processors buying cattle to put away. And that's obviously a sign that they might think there could be a bit of a supply shortage come towards winter, so they're shoring up their numbers by buying some of these very good black steers and putting them on feed.
Yeah, in your grown steer section you had the South Gippslanders quite keen to refill paddocks again. Most of that market in that 270 to 275, 280 cents a kilo, which is 15 odd better than where we've probably seen it.
Yeah, well, the fat market tells us that they're making between 250 and 265. Well, we've got that, as you say, 10 cents to 15 cents a kilo premium on top of where our fat market is.
Yeah, in that grown steer section, you had a lineup of cattle that were below par, that had slipped in condition, a little bit crossbreedy, but then you had another level of competition that came in and bought those cattle and put a floor in that part of the market too.
Yeah, look, there was buyers in every section, and that's pleasing, because it was just a very odd pen of very plain cattle that suffered a little bit in the price.
Yeah, the weaner market was quite interesting. You've still got that heavy draft of cattle at weaners that are coming through that are over the 400 kilos, which your local fellas got into, and some of your petite feedlotters. But then the live export kicked in like we probably haven't seen for a couple of years in Ballarat.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I know some of my clients that buy the same cattle most years, hopped in today, they were paying between $290 and $295 for those 400 kilo weaners, and they're replacing the same cattle that they've sold or already sold as bullocks. They're replacing them for this year. Then you came back into your 350 kilo cattle. That's when the live export order came in and took virtually everything.
Yeah, those cattle generally have sold from about 315 to 335, 340, and when you got down into your sub 300 kilos, you're up to 350s and 60s and a bit of 70s.
Absolutely, and the old saying, $1,000, that's the upset price.
Yeah.
If you want to buy steers, you have to pay above $1,000.
Yeah, so a good result, Graham. This is Ballarat's time in the sunshine, as we say. It's a harvest for the cattlemen here in Ballarat. Another good harvest.
Absolutely, and again, the quality and of the cattle here today from the vendors has been exemplary.